What's up guys, Mickey Motions here, and this is another Formula 1 2011 commentary, and we are racing with the Ambrosio's Virgin racing car. And obviously, as you can see, we've started from the back of the pack, and I'm trying to make my way through all these lots. It's a tight corner here, and I've actually gone over the curb, cutting the track, but luckily nothing happened to me. Because you know, there obviously wasn't space, so I wasn't gonna slow down, just brake and stop there. So that's why I just continued on cutting the track. But then I realized that I actually managed to get into 12th place. I managed to, you know, skip ahead 8 people, which is a good thing when you're in the Virgin. You know, when you're in a slow car like this, it's very hard to try and move around people. It's really hard because you've got like a really low speed and you've got no curves at all, so it makes things so much more difficult. The only thing you've got is DRS, and when you have such a slow car like this, you can't even be able to use DRS because you won't even be able to catch up. But on the first lap, I was just on fire. I don't know what happened. I was just driving really well around these corners, and there was at a point where, you know, I was almost catching up to Schumacher, but Schumacher managed to get away, and then I just slowed the pack right down that were behind me. See, as I tried to make a move there, but couldn't actually go around him. But when you have a car like this, you know, I should have just realized that, you know, I'm not going to be able to catch up to Schumacher. When I saw him like getting away so fast, I thought that, oh, maybe I could catch up since I had such a good first lap. But that wasn't the case, and you know, I was pushing so hard that I almost lost my place to Rosberg. And you guys will see that the last lap. But yeah, as I was saying, Schumacher and them lot managed to get away, and Rosberg and all the guys were behind me were all slowed down by me, and I was just basically slowing them down and trying to make them waste their fuel, trying to waste their tires as well, just trying every way to slow these guys down so that, you know, they can actually not be able to catch up. And there was one point where, you know, as I said, where Rosberg tried to, you know, overtake me. He did overtake me, but I managed to stay defensive, and he didn't get past me at all. And what was costing me a lot of time was I was making stupid mistakes like that. And if I wasn't making those kind of stupid mistakes, you know, braking a bit late, you know, going wide, then I'd probably have been like right about there with Schumacher. I mean, I wouldn't have passed him, but I would have been behind him, that's for certain. Also, what didn't help was I was using a default setup, and it's the setup that's all the way on the right, which is always the best setup for me. And you know, that setup always makes you seems to make you go faster. But on this car, if I had adjusted the gear, I would have managed to 7th gear. I could have like adjusted top speed, because I was just stuck there on 300 kilometers per hour on the straights, like for like a few seconds, which is really annoying. Because you know that you can go faster, but you just stood there on the limit. And if I'm using DRS, it's like, what the hell's the point? Because by the time I'm using DRS, I'm gonna be right on the limit anyway, so I'm just gonna be overheating my engine for nothing. And in this race, I was actually thinking of, you know, trying to save fuel, because I know in the 6th lap race, I was actually running out of fuel on the last lap, and that's because I was using full power on the engine. But then I realized on a 3 lap race, you know, I should have been using like the top power throughout the whole race, because I'm obviously gonna use fuel in a 3 lap race. I don't think that's possible. I actually don't know, but you know, I didn't want to take the risk because I didn't know. But next time is a tip: when you do a 3 lap race, always make sure you use full engine power, because you're not gonna lose fuel anyway. Now we're reaching up to the point where Rosberg managed to overtake me, but then I mean, no, it wasn't actually here. He actually tries to overtake me, but I keep the defensive line. You see, I just kept to the right, trying to do a Schumacher defensive move, keeping to the right. But round the next corner, Rosberg manages to overtake me, as I make the mistake there, braking late and going wide. So he overtakes me just because of that stupid mistake. But I managed to get the slipstream and go past him, even with the top speed limited. But I think what really helped was actually braking a tad more later than Rosberg. and Rosberg actually manages to lose his place to Perez, thanks to me. And if it was an online race, I think the driver would have had a few words with me. I'm sure you know what type of words that would be. But anyway, we reached the end of the race, and I've got a well-deserved 11th place. I think I should have tried to get into the top 10. Maybe next time if I race with a car like this, I'll try and aim for, you know, trying to get at least 5th place. Trying to get 5th place, that would be the best place ever. If I use a setup, then it would be good. And as you just saw, I gained 9 positions, which is alright. It was decent for my second race in like 2 months. So I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. Please like and comment. This was Mickey Motions, safe. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so.